ASMR. How are we doing today? I hope everybody's doing great. I hope you watching right there. I hope you're doing super duper blessed. Today is day 13 of 25. Technically, we're at the halfway mark. Technically. Today is going to be 24 lessons of 2024. But quick before we get into it, if you want to be day 25 ASMR subscribers, send your submissions on Google Drive. Send the link to me on Instagram or email. Easiest way to do it. Alright, that's all I'm going to say about that. 24 lessons of 2024. I feel like it took me over an hour to write this. Hour and a half to write everything out. I have my journal out. 14 pages. This is like some real stuff that I feel like can help you in your daily life. If you're struggling with anything now, this could help. It may not. You may just listen and not agree with anything I say, or you may listen and find at least one thing like that you're able to implement in your life. This is, out of all my videos, all my rants, all my podcast type videos, any kind of video, I feel like this is the video you should watch from beginning to end. Now, I will say, in the beginning, like the first 10 things that I say, they might not hit as deep as the ones that are in the late teens to early 20s. I will say 22 and 24 are good ones, I know, and like really good ones that you should listen to and listen to what I'm saying. The late teens, like 16, 17 are huge. 20, like 22, yeah, I said 22, 23 is even good too. I feel like everybody should listen to this in like the least narcissistic way possible. I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert in life or anything, but I do feel like what I have to say could bring some value to your life. So if any video out of all the history of all my channel that you watch, even if you didn't watch all the way through, I feel like this is the one video everybody should watch through, excluding the ASMR with subscribers. Just a subtle plug there. But yeah, this is the one video that you should sit through the whole thing, no matter how long it is. I don't know how long it will be, and I apologize if it's too long. But yeah, that's what I feel. That's what I think should happen. And if you don't watch through all of it, at least skim through it to the end, maybe. If you don't care about the beginning stuff, like I feel like everything brings value to you, but some things hit more deeper than other things, obviously. Okay, I'm yapping too much. I'm sorry. You want a quick look at my new tattoos? Quick look at my new tattoos there. I'll keep a proper video later, but in case anyone was curious what these lines were. So yeah, let's start off. So, number 1, stop catching up with your friends. Now, you can obviously go hang out with your friends, whatever the case may be, and catch up from time to time, but enjoy the present moment with them. Because if you're just playing catch up the whole time, then your hangout turns to a catch up, not so much a hangout. If you just recap the whole time, then your time with them will eventually run out and be like, that's the end of the hangout. Next thing you know, the hangout is over. These moments as you get older, yes, it's good to reminisce. It's not a bad thing to reminisce, but every time you see these people, it shouldn't be about catching up. It should be about making more core memories and having fun. Because your friends aren't your friends just to catch up and reminisce on the old past. Like, you have these people in your life. They're gonna be around for a long time. hopefully. And as life progresses, you want to create more memories that you can remember to your core with as you grow older or whatever it may be, right? So a core memory from my life, for example, my two friends and then one of their girlfriend came along. Great group of people I have there. We went to Pennsylvania together, specifically Pittsburgh. I talked about it in one of my previous videos, but we traveled all the way from from Ajax all the way to Pennsylvania. Road trip together. We even took a detour, a lot of stuff. That is a core memory that we'll reflect on in the future. So that's one little example, but make core memories. Stop catching up with your friends. Number 1. Number 2, choose your discomfort. No matter what path you choose in life, there will always be discomfort. Sorry if I look down, I'm looking at my journal, the notes that I made. There will always be discomfort. So let's say you have 2 paths, right? It's just an example, right? You stay at your current job, you pursue your passion in media, for example, right? There's going to be discomfort in staying in your job, and there's also going to be discomfort pursuing media, right? Both come with risk, but you get to choose what is best for you at the end of the day. You get to reflect and choose what discomfort you're willing to put up with to align yourself to be happy, pretty much. It brings you closer to who you want to become and where you want to go in life. Number 3, do things for what they provide to you now. Don't do things that you have to worry about in the future, in a week, in a day, tomorrow, 3 months, a year, whatever it may be. Oftentimes we can justify the cons of doing something because we think of something better might happen later, right? Let's say you get this great opportunity now. Let's say you get this great opportunity now, right? And you reject it because you believe something better will come in the future. Although that may be the case, you're also missing out. That is not the case. Realistically, that is not the case. 10 out of 10 times. From a realistic perspective, that is not the case 10 out of 10 times. You can't always expect something better to happen, because then you'll be waiting for a long time. You can pursue this opportunity you have now and also get better opportunities in the future. It's not a lose-lose situation per se. You'll almost never regret something that brings you value and joy in the present moment. This could be said for work, career opportunities, family opportunities, relationship opportunities, friendship opportunities, hobby opportunities, things amongst that, okay? Number 4, how to pick an idea. Curiosity is the driving factor for learning, right? What are you curious in right now? Let's say you have ideas now, you have curiosity now. Sorry, I'm blanking right now. What are you most interested in now? If that's too broad, for example, whatever the immediate answer is, lean into that. Because your curiosity will take you to limitless heights. Okay. If that's too broad, for example, narrow down the idea to what excites you the most. Whatever excites you the most will lead to curiosity, will lead to you learning, will lead to you excelling. And most 8 out of 10 times pursuing that idea that you originally had, that excited you, that you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? The more you get better at picking ideas, it doesn't have to be the specific idea, but the better you get at building momentum, and the faster you get at building momentum, do is it can propel you into future opportunities, future career paths, etc., future relationships, connections, whatever the case may be. Okay? Sorry. I was getting my blanket toss over there. Anyways, so that was number 4. See, even the beginning ones, they're kind of so. They don't hit as deep as the one that I have coming up later. Which is why I think you should stay. You made it this far, thank you, though. You don't have to, but do whatever fits your needs, whatever's best. Number 5, who you surround yourself with matters. New people lead you. It doesn't matter if you're an introvert, extrovert. New people lead to new perspectives and new inspirations in life. You learn to trust the people around you. You learn who you can keep in your life, who you don't mind just filling space, and then who you don't mind being acquaintance with, or who you don't mind just never talking to again. Right? And then also you'll find like-minded people, but what I say later kind of contradicts that, because you don't need like-minded people, but I'll talk about that later, right? Yeah. Who you surround yourself with matters the most. Matters right now. I'm 25. Who I surround myself with now will affect how the future will play out. It will affect the opportunities I get in the future. It'll affect how I perceive people, how I interact with people, how I view people, how I judge people, whatever the case may be. Number 6, spending money on what you want versus what you need isn't always a bad thing. Life is about balance. It's okay to indulge in your wants every now and then if it makes you happy. And if you guys are a frequent watcher of my channel, you would know that I speak, sorry if that's harsh, I speak on being happy, investing in your happiness a lot. And that is something I truly believe. As I get older, the little things matter. The little things, the wants that you want, matter the most to you, and it will keep you going. Because realistically, as we get older, we're gonna get depressed, we're gonna be sad, we're gonna have those droughts of just pure laziness, pure, I forget the word, but it's like action paralysis. We're gonna have those moments, and investing in what makes you happy and your wants will take you I'm blanking right now. It'll take you ways. It'll take you to places. It'll bring back your confidence. It will bring slowly but surely. It will definitely not happen right away unless it's something that positively affects you. But it'll go a long way for your future self, even your present self too. Any bit of happiness that can make you happy, it is so beneficial than just being negative all the time, being in a down state. Okay? Number 7, don't avoid conflict. That's something that I learned a lot this year with my ex. I used to be a person that avoided conflict. Even when I was with her, I avoided conflict. And unfortunately, that didn't work out in a way that I'd hoped it would. But I do realize now avoiding conflict is not a good thing. It will create a delayed consequences, not only within yourself, but within your partner, within your friendships, workplace conflicts. That's a bit different. That's touchy. Your workplace shouldn't be the main focal point of your life, to be honest. I know it brings you in money and whatever, but when it comes down to everything, your relationship with your partner, with your friends, and with your family matter the most. And I guess if you have a platform with with your fans or subscribers, whatever you want to call them. That matters too. Help you and the people around you grow. Making it easier for everyone else creates more conflict for yourself. And conflict allows you and whoever you're having conflict with to grow and prosper and better understand each other. Conflict and arguments are more often than not seen as a bad thing. And yeah, I know that. I try to avoid that, but it's not beneficial. And I know it was not beneficial, but when you're in a state of mind where you just want to make everybody happy, or not happy, you just want to make everything fine, everything, not tense. When you're in that state of mind, when you're locked in that state of mind, it could be from childhood trauma too, right? Let's say you and your parents, every time something happened with your parents, they yelled at you or they beat you. Me, for example, it might have stuck with you throughout your life. So that as you got older, you would see conflict and you would run away from it, or you would avoid it as best as you can. But unfortunately, as I've learned, it is not good to avoid it. So anyone who cares about you will make sure your feelings matter. So conflicts arise from feelings, right? And emotions. And if your partner or whoever you're having conflict with cares about you, they will make sure your feelings matter, and you guys will talk it out, talk through it, hopefully respectfully. At the end of the day, if you're going through a conflict, you always want to be sure to be respectful to that person you're talking with. Because I feel like if you have a bad tone or bad energy towards that conversation, then it can lead to arguments and someone getting defensive. It matters how you approach the situation. It's better to be person to person rather than texting. Because texting creates a lot of hostility and uncertainty. Some people are better texters than they are speakers. But if you're able to see that person face to face, whether it's over the phone, preferably in person, handle your conflict in person. Okay, sorry, that was a bit long, but that was one of the points that hit deeper, right? Number 8, reach out to people. Now, I didn't label this one properly, but I think it'll make sense as I go through it. The right person, right time doesn't always work. Because if you're always waiting for the right person, you're going to be waiting for a long time. It doesn't have to be a partner or whatever. It could be friendships too. Reach out with new ideas. Reach out to new people. Let's say you're on social media and you see someone who's like-minded, right? Or someone you want to collab with or talk to or you're interested in, right? Reach out with new ideas on how they could approach things. How could they could make content or things they could do with their life, right? Go to events. Join online communities. Join a sport. Go to pickup runs. Strike up conversations with random people, Get involved. Put yourself into spaces with people of similar interests or values. This last part might contradict what I say in the future, but it does make sense and it does hold its value. It makes sense. Reach out to people. Strike up a conversation with people. It doesn't hurt. If you're in a retail space, strike up a conversation with a customer, or if a customer is trying to strike a conversation with you, entertain it, engage in it, actually be invested in the conversation, because you never know where that could lead you. For example, when I was working at one of my other locations that I work at for my job, this owner of a hair salon would always come by, and at first we didn't say much. I'd just make his drink and then whatever. But then he started talking to me, and I started talking to him, learned some things. And me the importance of being valued by the company and asking for raises and such like that. And although that maybe small for some people, it's still, for other people, it might be a big step and boost their confidence, boost how they view things, whatever the case may be. That's just an example from my life. Even like I mentioned other videos before, I have a group of people I play basketball with. The only reason we became a sort of group is because we all talk to each other. We don't dive too deeply in our lives, personal lives, but we talk and talk every time we see each other. We all talk. We're all including each other at first. I'm so sorry about that. But as I was saying, like, we'd all talk. Previous years, I wouldn't really talk to them like that seriously, but they got me more involved in conversations and whatnot. And I value all that. It's a good way to spend your time. It's a good way to learn this perspective, learn this older guy that I played basketball with. He was talking to me about his divorce and how his kids treat him and what the government does and such and such. It's like, it's good to learn these things. Even if you're introverted, I'm heavily introverted. It was still a new perspective, new light for me to indulge in. New life experience, new life lessons. It's important for everybody to reach out to people. Simple as that. Maybe I'd label it wrong. Maybe you could word this section number 8 differently, but that is how it is going to be. Okay? Number 9, the safe path. What did I write? I can't even read my own writing. The safe path puts your dreams at risk. Very structured, very structured lives. Like, you go to school, graduate, get a job, climb the corporate ladder. They're very stable, right? But that stability kills whatever dreams you may have, because you might be comfortable in the stability because you'll get job security, you'll get more money, for example, or some more money as you in that field, whatever. You get a higher position, whatever the case may be. I'm sorry if my whispers are coming up too harsh. Sometimes I listen to feedback and it's very harsh, and I apologize. But as I was saying, what did it say here? Safety, ambition, ruin. Man, I cannot read my own writing. Oh, you can't let safety and ambition ruin your dreams someday. Bro, what? What was I trying to write here? Anyways, if you have a dream or something, start it ASAP. Start it immediately. Whether it's a side project or whatever the case may be, just start it. Don't let stability of a job or career path that you chose ruin your chance to achieve your dream. Because remember, we all have one life, right? But technically everybody lives 2 lives, right? You have your life that you live before the realization that you only have one life that you live. When you realize that you have one life you live, that's when your second life comes into place. That's when you realize, oh shit, I should have been doing this and that a long time ago. But it's never too late to start it, right? Okay. Number 10, your friends don't have to check all your boxes. Now, I know some people, they like their friends to be exactly the same way as them, or be similar, and they check certain boxes, like they have to say these things, agree with you on these things, do what you like, whatever the case may be. But that is such a closed-minded thing to have, to do, to partake in, right? Friends shouldn't be just like you or like everything you do. For example, you can have like they They don't have to like the same movies. They don't have to nerd out the same way that you do, etc. You can have friends for talks, for sports. Like, when I say talks, I mean like deep talks. You can have friends in different sports. You can have friends that you brainstorm with. You can have friends that hype you up and bring out the fun side in you. Different people bring out different versions of ourselves, of you. Different people bring out different versions of you, and it's important to explore that throughout your lifetime, because you can't be just this one plain, bland person, right? That you've kept safe your entire life. You have to touch and reach out to the different aspects of you, your personality, right? Diversity is a thought. Diversity is a thought. Diversity is important. Diversity will strengthen the way you see the world. It will strengthen how you view people. It'll creating opportunities, right? So, your friends don't always have to check your boxes, as long as you're not unhappy with them, right? If you're unhappy with them, that's a whole separate issue. I have friends that are like completely not opposite, but don't like the same thing. I'm not gonna name drop anyone, but I have this one friend. We don't relate in sports at all. He skates. That's his only sport, skates and snowboards. I snowboard. I guess we relate on that, but we haven't gone snowboarding together, right? But he's a skater boy. Basketball he doesn't do. Tennis we both tried together. Basketball is my sport. Soccer, frisbee, he doesn't do all that. And that's fine. He's literally a friend to talk to, experience life with, have fun with, I have another friend we're both into basketball, but we don't think the same. We don't act the same. We're two different people. I have another friend, we're both into the gym, we're both into basketball, but we also, I guess, it wasn't a plan. Like, we also didn't expect to become close, right? Because we had different friend groups in high school. We talked to not necessarily, like, I floated between friend groups, but like, he had a core people that he hung out with. I had core people that I hung out with, and I also hung out with people like from his group, but we weren't expecting to be friends, and here we are being friends. We don't talk all the time or anything, but we every time I go home we see each other, right? So the past 7 years has been like that. 8 years, I've known him for over 10 years too. So yeah, your friends don't always have to check these check marks that you have for yourself. Friends, relationship, whatever the case may be. Okay, so that was lesson number 10. Lesson number 10 took me half an hour to explain. So look forward to the rest. To pause here. BRP. Okay. Alright. So number 11. Don't always say yes. You'll get to a part of your life where you want to be selective with your time and energy. This is one of the advice that may not hit hard for a lot of you, but a scarcity mindset will always say yes because of future uncertainty, right? When you have a scarcity, do we say scarcity? A scarce mindset, it's because we're very uncertain of the future, right? So when you're younger, you might say yes to like going out on a date, or going to an event, or hanging out with this person, hanging out with that person, going on this trip, whatever the case may be. But as you get older and you experience life, you don't always have to say yes. As long as you have confidence in yourself and the fact that you'll have opportunities in the future, that you'll keep having opportunities, because your time and your energy are very, very, very important. It is very, very important to protect your time and energy, because it's you. It's what makes you, what keeps you going every day. be selective as you get older. I'm 25 now, right? That's crazy to say. I'm 25 now, yes. And I find it very important how I spend my time, who I hang out with, how long I want to hang out with somebody, or how long I want to do a certain thing, how long I want to go do this, that, whatever the case may be. How long, even if it's something little like watching the sunset, I invest time to that, so, or watching the sunset with somebody else, I don't know, whatever the case may be, okay? Don't always say yes, okay? Number 12, negativity isn't a good thing, / complaining. I put complaining, because complaining leads to negativity, right? I searched this up. You can search it up too. Negativity leads to bad sleep, digestive issues, being ungrateful, what is this word? Being spoiled, having a victim mentality. It leads to unhappiness. It leads to weight gain because of your cortisol levels. When you're a negative or somebody that complains a lot, you're activating your stress levels. You're bringing your stress levels to be higher. And what is stress? Stress is cortisol. And the body stress is cortisol. Cortisol leads to stress gain. That's why you see people take like ashwagandha, for example. What ashwagandha does is take your cortisol levels and they lower it, allowing you to sleep better. It fixes your digestive issues. It doesn't change you be ungrateful, but it also helps with weight loss, shit like that. But being a negative person or having a negative mindset or always focusing on the negative shouldn't be your main priority, despite the things that I just listed, because negativity will affect the outcome of how you see things, how you do things, how you go about things. I know I already said stuff like that, but it's true. And you don't want to be living under this cloud of negativity for your whole life, because what good does that bring you? What good does that bring to the people around you? You're going to ruin relationships like that. You're going to hold resentment towards people. You're going to, it's just not a good thing to keep around. So, negativity, don't bring that into the next year and years to come. Okay? Change. Number 13. Change takes time. Okay? You're not going to be the same person you were 5 years ago, 1 year ago. You're not going to, don't know who you're going to be in a year, 5 years, 2 years, a month even. You know what I'm saying? For example, change, right? I get bubble tea a lot, so that's why I'm saying this. But it's not about me, right? I'm just using bubble tea as an example, right? You don't even know what freaking bubble tea you want when you go to the bubble. If you're going to a bubble tea place, or you're going to the deli, or going to a restaurant, you don't even know what you want. How do you know what you're going to be in the future? How do you know your perspective of life, your values, your dreams, your goals? How do you know they're gonna change or not? You don't know for certain that they're gonna change. You don't know that your attitude is gonna change. You don't know how your mindset is gonna change. You don't know if your maturity is gonna. You're so uncertain. I know I talk about this in other videos, but it's something I want to preach and want people to resonate with. You yourself will not know how you will be in the future. So you cannot expect other people to not also be incapable of change, because that person damn well right in front of you is changing right in front of your eyes every single day. And because your perception of people not changing, you're thinking this person has remained the same. Well, in the meantime, this person is different than who they are. It's different is a different person than who they were 5 months ago, for example, right? Change takes time. You need to have patience. Incredible patience. Incredible patience. Someone may not change over that next 6 months. That's what they may make a leap, make progress, right? They may not change for a year, but a year, 1 month, year, 2 months, they might propel, they might expand their thinking. You just need to be very patient with people, not very patient with people and yourself. You need to change the mentality of change in a person, because people will always change. Some people, yes, as you get older, they may not change at all. Like if you're in your 30s or 40s, whatever, that's a whole different ballgame. But right now, I think everybody who's watching is a bit young, right? So younger than 30, right? Even if you are 30, this still applies to you. Everybody will change, given the right knowledge, given the time, given what they're exposed to, given what they consume. Same thing kind of right there. But change takes time. And that is a lesson that I've learned this year, last year, the year before. I've looked at myself through a third perspective, and other people may disagree, but I changed a lot of who I was 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago. It's not 100% completely different. I could say 80% different. I could say 90% different. I could even say 100% different. What I was a year ago, completely different. How I view interactions, how I select my time. As I've said, as one of the lessons I've said already, how I select my time, how I put my energy into one person or one thing is completely different, 100%. And everybody needs to understand that change is a good thing, and it happens with everybody. Okay, number 14. This one's kind of basic, but work hard. Work hard to the point. When you're young, especially, you need to work your ass off to set up your future, your family. If you decide to have a family, your family that's already alive right now, your career, your living situation, what you want to do. Work hard now. Work hard to the point where you can work hard. Where you can work smart and efficient. Okay. If you work hard to the point where you work hard and efficient, then you can alleviate some stress, you can alleviate some anxiety, you can alleviate financial tensions, whatever the case may be. I'm sorry if it's not like Whispered Central anymore. Yeah, work hard. Work hard to the point where you can work smart. Very basic thing, but that was lesson 14. Number 15, embrace right now. You miss out on the opportunities if you have the future planned out. If you have your future planned out in like a cookie shape, like a cookie cutter type of situation, you're gonna miss out on a lot of opportunities right now to be happy, to experience. You know what I'm saying? You're missing out on so much if you're just following this cookie cutter life you planned out as a kid or as you're growing up. This relates back to change. Everything comes back to change, to be honest. Everything comes back to change. And being present, embracing right now. Live for today, not tomorrow. Being happy is to embrace the adventure. And another basic like lesson, but it's true. And I've learned over time, not specifically this year, but over time, last year, year before, to be present, enjoy the moment now. Yes, there's stuff in the future you have to worry about, but that means nothing. That means nothing right now. You could prepare yourself for that. Yes, of course you could prepare yourself for that, but if you're fixated on just focusing on the cookie cutter future you have planned out, or the expectation that's being put on you from the future family, whatever, then you're not going to be happy. You're gonna be miserable. You're gonna be so miserable, and you're gonna ruin the relationships around you. Okay. Number 16, block out the noise. Noise canceling headphones, right? What keeps you from canceling everything out? Canceling the noise out, right? You need to figure that out. What helps you cancel out the outside noise? It's easy to fall into the noise of society. Society can influence us on what to wear, what to do, what to think about, what to influence you. But it's important to block out the noise from time to time. What is your noise canceling headphones? To put it as a metaphor, what is your noise canceling headphone? What blocks out the noise of society for you? You need to figure that out. It can literally be headphones too. It could be a friend, it could be you spending time alone, it could be a mentor that you have, it could be a sport. For me, it's basketball. It could be not playing basketball with other people, but training alone. That blocks out all the noise for you. I know I mentioned basketball a lot, but it's true. Even ASMR videos, even doing these videos, it blocks out the influence of life in society. So it's important that you find that within yourself, because you have to stay grounded. You have to stay true to yourself. Okay. Find your noise canceling headphones. Even if it's literally noise canceling headphones, that will block out any perceptions of life and influences of life that don't align with what you want. You know? Yeah. Makes sense, right? Number 17. This one's kind of a long one. Let go. Stop fixating on current things that make you unhappy. And I'll read what I have written down here, because there's a lot of stuff here. Fixating on things that another person did or they're not doing for you. Okay? Even if they end up doing what you wanted, or what you want now, if it's not making you happy, it's because, well, I can't even read what I wrote. Man, I wish I could read. Oh my god. That upsetting you right now. Even if they do what you want, it's not making you happy because you are fixating or whatever. Oh, I don't know what I read. I'm so stupid. You're focusing on a current issue that is upsetting you right now, right? In reality, you stop being yourself. You stop showing up for you. If you're someone that's fixating, this relates back to the negativity thing. You're someone fixating on negative things that happen with you and somebody else, and to the point where, and you may not realize this, but a lot of people are like this. A lot of people fixating on things from the past, and it affects them now because you get what you want now, and it doesn't phase you at all. It doesn't even matter because you're so fixated on the past and stuff that's happened. It's making you unhappy. You stop showing up for yourself. Your energy has changed. You allow everything to upset you. In your future. You find things now that'll upset you in your future, and it ruins everything for you. You have to think about how it used to be. You're looking at your partner in a different light because you just don't let go. So that's why I said let go in the beginning. Let go. Let go. Stop with these fixations on the past. Yes, I'm not saying what happened in the past with you and whoever it may be, you shouldn't dismiss it, but if you don't let go of things, that will ruin your relationship with that person, friend, family, whatever the case may be. If you don't let go or you keep fixating on them, you will ruin the time that you have with them now. That is most important. The time that you have with them now. It doesn't matter what will happen in the future. What happened in the past happened in the past, and hopefully you two have grown from that, or at least the person that fucked up has grown from it. But if you're fixated on the whole past and everything that happened, you will not be able to recognize the progress and the change that person has put in. And that also leads to arguments. It leads to disagreements. It leads to people getting defensive. It leads to disassociation. It leads to a lot of bad things, which is why you just need to let go, have trust, and believe in your partner over time. It's not going to happen overnight, obviously, but over time you should develop that trust, and that relationship is going to get better, because it will get better. It always will get better if you're with the right person. If that person is right, friendship, family, whatever the case be, that person, the good person. If you think the good person, they're obviously they're going to do good in the future. You just need to let go, learn to let go. Don't let the past hold you up in the present and in the future. Because I always say this about opportunities a lot. I've said opportunities a lot. You're ruining your future opportunities. You're ruining your present now. And you're going to end up being miserable when it all ends. You're really going to be miserable when everything ends. And you're going to wonder, oh, where did I go wrong? Or, you'll have some regret. Or maybe you have unnecessary resentment towards that person. Because you simply just can't let go. And it's not easy, obviously. But you just need to trust in that person. Trust in that person, you'll make great stepping stones in your life. Whatever the quote is, that quote is there. Number 18, do not give up on someone. You can't give up on someone because of a situation that isn't ideal, right? Great relationships aren't great because they have no problems. They are great because both people care enough about the other person enough. Both people care enough to find a way to make it work. And that is the most real thing. That's another real thing. That's why I like the late teen stuff here. Advice that I wrote down, because it's true. You can't give up on somebody easily if you're unhappy. Happiness is an emotion. An emotion is not a foundation to love. An emotion is not a foundation to your friendship. Because you're unhappy, you want to give up on that person, or you just want to give up on that person because there's too many problems. That doesn't make sense, okay? If you're really going to throw away everything you and that person have built up based on an emotion, because you can't, what did I say, because of a situation right now that isn't ideal, or in a situation that happened in the past that isn't ideal, if you give up on that person because of that, you never really loved them. You never loved them. And as sad as that sounds, it's true. If you're willing to give up on somebody because you're unhappy, you never loved them. And if you give up on somebody because you're not happy, you never loved them either. So yeah, in these scenarios, give up on them, sure, if you never loved them. Admit it. Tell them, give them that closure that you never loved them. Or you lost feelings for them. Because if you truly love somebody, you wouldn't give up easily. Because you and that other person, if both people care enough about each other, you'll figure it out, you'll fix it, you'll make it work. You'll go through it, you'll have your ups and downs. And if you just give up, you never loved that person truly, to the amount that you made yourself think, made that other person think, because that person probably down bad for you. You know what I'm saying? Number 19, Inya. I talked about this in a previous video, but Inya, providence or faith, means a relationship between people. If you guys watched the movie Past Lives, I watched that movie. It was so good. I watched it again alone. It was so good. I cried to it. I fully understand what was going on. Hit. Watch Past Life. Past Life is a very good movie. Anyways, relationship between people. Giving you the definition they gave in the movie. It's an yin yang if two strangers even walk by each other on the street and their clothes accidentally brush. It means there must have been something between them in their past life. If two people get married, 8,000 layers of yin yang have occurred over 8,000 lifetimes, or whatever the case may be. And I kind of, it's a Hindu belief. That's what they say in the movie, sorry. That's what I've seen online. But yin yang, I feel, makes sense. Because why do you accidentally brush up on someone in the street? Why do you accidentally, accidentally, move somebody out of the way, or, you bump into them on the street, or you lock eyes with them? Why is that the case, right? Unless something happened between you two in your past lives. Why do you and this one person meet? Why do you and this one person get close with each other? This is not so a lesson. I guess it's a lesson you could take into your future, but if you believe in spirituality and all that, then it could resonate with you. Maybe not, and that's fine. But yin yang, I feel like, is a true thing. I think it is real. I feel like the reason why we're close to people, or why we interact with people in our lives, is because of things that happen in our past lives. People can create new yin yangs in this life, but then when you think about it, this may be the past life to the lives they're living in the future. You know what I'm saying? So it's all crazy concept theory, and it's a practice, or a term that people should take not lightly, but should take to heart. It's something interesting you could think about when you, like I said, accidentally brush your clothes, or you brush up a person. You know what I'm saying? Something you can think about, instead of thinking about it in a negative mindset. You know what I'm saying? Someone accidentally bumps you in the street. Oh, what the fuck? Why would you do that, right? But no, you can think about it in a good way. Yeah. That was number 19. Number 20. Being alone isn't lonely. You get to hear what you actually want without the noise. Goes back to the noise cancellation thing. And it's not a void to fill, but a canvas to create. And I fully agree with that. That's why I wrote it down, obviously. But being alone isn't something you should fear. It isn't something that you should be afraid of. That's what it is. Pretty much the same thing. It's something that you should separate yourself from. You should embrace loneliness. Embrace the fact that you can be alone in the first place. Be with yourself. Be with your thoughts. Whatever the case may be. It is good to be alone. Spend some time by yourself. Because you can truly discover who you are, given the mindset that you're in when you're alone. And that's why these ASMR videos are so fun for me to do. I find pure enjoyment. I'm alone, I'm talking to a camera, but you also interact with me, right? In comments or DMs, whatever the case may be. But when you're sitting up here just speaking to the camera, you could be like, oh, okay, well, what I'm saying makes sense, or yeah, I like what I'm doing, I like what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, right? Being alone is a luxury. It's a luxury, and everybody should explore being alone, going on dates by yourself. Me personally, I go out by myself to restaurants a lot by myself. I go in, I'm like, table for one. They give me a weird look, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fly. Even when I was with my previous ex, I would go out alone all the time. All the fucking time, I would go out alone. Say I'll go get food. I'm going to get food alone at a restaurant. What's the big deal? There's no big deal. Time to go to the movie theater alone, go to the ballpark, go get bubble tea alone, cafe alone, whatever the case may be, go study alone. You know, it's a luxury to have, and you figure out what you want, what put you in line with what you want to do in life, and how you want to perceive life. And it's a very important thing for you to. It's not something I've learned this past year for sure. Something I've known for a long time. I've been on my Sigma shit for a while. I've been going on trips alone. Go to Toronto alone. I go to cities alone. And just do my own shit, you know. It's important to spend time with yourself. Explore your interests, explore your hobbies, explore things by yourself. Whatever the case may be, sometimes, especially with my ex, I feel like I would go to these places alone to see if they're good or not, to bring her to these places. And at the same time, I'm discovering myself, because I'm like, oh, okay, I like this, I like doing this, I like going to this cuisine that I just ate, right? I want to explore more of that. Or I like this sunset area that I can watch sunset. Let me go find some more. Or I like going a distance to go see this. I want to explore this more, you know? It's good to be alone. Be by yourself and be, you know, go to the gym. You can motivate yourself alone, right? Play sports, whatever the case may be. So yeah, that was lesson number 20. Okay, lesson number 21. This is 21 is a bit basic. I've said it before, I'm sure you should. But expand your taste. New music leads you to new thoughts, new artists to fall in love with, new people to meet, new sounds to hear, new energy to go off of, new vibes, right? New music. I feel like it's important to be open to new music this year, especially. I've gotten more into K-pop, I've gotten more into country music, pop music. I've told you guys about Lin Lapid so many freaking times, and Nicki I've been put on a few years ago, but even Rosie from Blackpink, she's a bop. I went through my Spotify rap with you guys already, but Lin Lapid, Nicki, even Rosie, yeah. Let's see here. I'll give you a Lo-Fi. Let me give you another artist that I've listened to. Morgan Wallen, Megan Maroney. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to. Sabrina Carpenter. I've been a Sabrina Carpenter for a long time, though. Sabrina Carpenter fan for a long time. I've gotten more into Gunna. Marky Bass, he's really good. Dental Curry, I recently got into. Like, be open to new people. Glorilla. Landon Cube, I've been a fan of for a while. Yeet was a big one this year and last year. Houdini's old. Yoko Gold is a new one. You know, and then you meet people online or people like you talk to and be like, oh my god, I like that person too. And it's like, great, now we can bond over that, you know? Explore your music taste, but also explore new foods. And it leads you to a joyful, fuller taste palette. It'll expand you. It'll be like, oh my god, I really like you. Really know what kind of foods you like. The more foods you try, the more higher quality food is, you know. Like, shit, I don't ever want to eat something less quality like this. Like, every time I've been to Montreal, since I broke up with my ex, I've gone to Montreal 4 or 5 times. That was like 2 months ago, right? I'm not shading anyone, no. But I go to Montreal specifically for food that I enjoy. I literally go to it because I found food that I enjoy. It brings joy to my heart. That I found food and, like, amongst other stuff that I do, right? Try new stuff too. But oh my god, there's this one cafe. Best grilled cheese in the world. Their matcha latte is kind of mid. Even their chai, but oh my god, it is so good. So good. And so, yeah, expand your taste palette. Try witness new things, new cuisines, new people that you meet again, and new opportunities. Maybe you're so indulged with trying new food. Become a food critic, you never know. That's why I'm saying, always try new things, okay? 21. Lesson number 22. This one's a bit long, so I labeled it the weight of these battles. You could probably label it something better, to be honest, but I'll read the eulogy that I wrote out. Okay. People don't actually treat you how they feel about you. They treat you based on the state of mind that they're in. Some people unintentionally hurt you because they're at war with themselves and suffering with things that have nothing to do with you. Maturing is realizing and understanding that people's actions aren't always a reflection of how they feel about you, but rather a glimpse into their internal struggles. Hurtful words or distant behavior often have roots in their own pain. Pain that has nothing to do with you. It is not personal. Sometimes they are just simply projecting the chaos within. Unintentionally leaving wounds on those around them. And that is unfortunate, right? Man, why do I write like this? Recognizing this doesn't excuse the hurt, but it brings clarity. Their war isn't yours to fight. You deserve peace, love, and understanding, starting with yourself. Choose to let go of the pain they carry into your life and give yourself some space to heal. And that is very true. I was doing reflecting, and I realized that I could hate this person for how they treated me throughout the year. And maybe it's unintentional, intentional, whatever the case may be. Could be about me at the end of the day, but I have to allow myself, give them the benefit of the doubt, and understand that they have problems going on within themselves, and I can't be upset with them. And that's why if anyone wants to leave my life, if I really care about them, I'll fight for them, but I won't fight as hard for them as I want to, because at the same time I want to respect them. If they're leaving because they got stuff going on they can't handle with me around, and I have to accept that one way or not, even though I don't want to. I really don't want to. I have to. Am I gonna fight for that relationship? Of course I'm gonna fight. I still want to fight for that relationship. But I can't force anyone to do anything, because they're living their own life too, right? Unfortunately, it's at the cost of your happiness. But you can't blame them. And I find ways to blame them all the time. And I find reasons to hate them all the time. But in the end of it, it's not just my past relationship, it's other people too. But in the end of it, I can't hate them, because I love them. And if you love somebody unconditionally the way I love people, then you just gotta let it go. Not let it go, but just gotta accept it for how it is. And reflect back onto everything I just said. The weight of these battles, the weight of their own battles in their head, is more than what you can truly understand, right? So, yeah. Simple eulogy, or whatever you want to call that there. But it hits deep, I feel like something everybody should consider, at least. You don't have to follow it, but you should at least consider what I said there. Okay, that's number 22. Number 23, excel in your hobbies, even if you don't make it pro or be an expert or whatever the case may be. Because it's always a good feeling at the end of the day to tell yourself that you did your absolute best with the resources you had available, with your physical challenges. When I say physical, I mean like height or your ability to do things at your disposal to try and excel at the things you love the most, right? You may not be a pro, but at least you tried and improved along the way. And if you guys, I've mentioned basketball many times, right? But I continuously train my ass off to be better. I find myself to be like better than the average person that comes to my ball, pulls up to my ball court. Normally if we played a game to 11 or 15, I'm dropping like at least half the points. Like, nothing flashy. I'll hit some threes. Most of my points come from threes or in the mid range. And I'm not trying to flex or anything, but it's the reality. But in some games I'll score like 2 points, right? But like most times, 8 out of 10 times, if it's a game to 11, I'm giving you 6 to 7 points. Or if it's a game to like, if it goes 1 by 2 and it goes to like 15, 18, whatever the case may be, I'm giving you like at least 10 points, right? No cocky shit or anything. Like, I'm giving you buckets. And that's because I've worked my ass off. I've trained. I've tried to excel in this hobby as much as I physically can. I'm a 5'5", 135 pound guy. I used to be a little bit fatter, but now I'm more on the leaner side. I'm a 5'5", 135 with knee and ankle problems. And not knee problems anymore, but more ankle, Achilles problems. Like, I excelled as much as I can. I'm going to continue as I grow older. I find myself getting better, but also getting hurt more, getting injury prone more. So it's like, it's hard to find a balance. Yeah. But I still go out and I try my best. And the same with anything. Even with ASMR, I try to always improve. I even mentioned in videos, like, I don't want to keep repeating the same type of videos over and over again. I want to do something different. That's why I asked you guys for suggestions. I want you guys to give me suggestions, give me something new to do. That's why I started doing these podcast type episodes too, right? Photography, I try to be the best I can. I try. I really do try, but I don't have enough time. I don't want to repeat with the same people. I don't like it. But, as photography pickier there, and streetwear, I like to improve on every year. Nowadays, I don't even buy that much because I don't care anymore. I do care in a sense of how I look, because look good, feel good. Right? I look good with I look good with my sleeve. Look, my fucking arm is gone. Basically, I have that little piece right here, but that part is painful. It is so painful to get tatted on. I don't know if I'll get it tatted on, but like I got my sleeve done. I think I look good. Others may disagree. Whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit, right? I'm excelling at what I like to do. And I feel like everybody, no matter your skill level, should do the same thing. Whether there's crocheting, playing ultimate frisbee, volleyball, reading, journaling, whatever your hobbies may be, excel in it, If you like writing, write more. If you like collecting, collect more. If you like trying food is a hobby. Go try food, you know what I'm saying? Do the stuff and excel in it. Do the best that you can. Because then, in the future, you're going to regret not excelling as far as you could. You're like, I could have done that, I could have done this, could have been like this, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And lesson number 24 is another little eulogy thing that I'll just read off, okay? I labeled it love and healing can coexist, okay? Healing doesn't revolve. Okay, let me restart. Healing doesn't require isolation. With the right person, you can find space to heal while sharing your life with someone who truly understands and supports you. The idea that you must be single to heal is a misconception. A love and healthy relationship can provide the emotional safety and encouragement needed to face your struggle and grow stronger. right partner doesn't complete you. They stand beside you because you complete yourself. They don't fix you. They don't fix you, but hold space for you to heal in your own time. It is not about being perfect for someone. It is about finding someone who loves you even as you work through your imperfections. Healing is a journey, and with the right person, it doesn't have to be a lonely one. And that is lesson number 24 that I've learned in 2024. And I hold near and dear to my heart. I spend a lot of time writing everything down. I spend a lot of time researching a little bit, because I don't want to just speak out of my ass like I do sometimes, right? And I truly stand by everything I say. And I feel like if this is the video that you watch all the way through, I'm glad this is the video. It better should be the video that you watch all the way through. To anyone, even anyone from my past, should watch this video. Because there's no hate, there's just all love. It's all positivity, it's all things that I feel like everybody should improve on in their life. And I'm not an expert in life or anything, but these are like things that I truly, to my heart, believe everybody should at least consider, to an extent, right? To an extent. So, if you made it this far, I have a little bonus for you. Thank you for making it this far, first of all. But I have a little bonus that you may have not seen in the beginning. And I have 2 more Pokemon packs that I want to open. And so if you made it this far, comment something Pokemon related or life advice related. If you have life advice for me, give me the life advice, comment it. But I have 2 packs of these Japanese Orange Sparks. We're going to open those and then cut the video, because I don't want to waste more of your time, obviously. So let's dive into it. Okay, actually, I'll put both packs together. I know some people like the pack sounds, that's why I'm leaving it. Otherwise, I would have just opened it with scissors. So I apologize for the ruckus. Okay. We're looking for one thing, at least. Okay. What do we got here? Togetic. Nothing there. Last pack match, JG. I don't think I don't got anything. Yeah, nothing. Fuck. What is this? Eternitus. That's cool, I guess. But fuck. I want that Pikachu. You guys know what I'm talking about. Walrus, nice art. Oh, Corona. A lot of dupes. But it's okay. Togetic art is nice. Look how cute that is. You get this far, comment like Togetic or some shit. But yeah, you guys take everything with a grain of salt. It doesn't matter. Hope you enjoyed though. Truly. Hope you watched all the way through. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Goddamn. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought. Catch you guys